Commencing form, shift weight to the right, heel of the left, on the toe, open, toe, arch, heel, hands rotate to the middle of your thighs. Take a deep breath in as we elevate both hands at shoulder level. Drop your shoulders, flex your knees. Center the left hand, right hand rises up higher as you glance open to the ceiling. Bring it to the ear as you turn your head and neck. Meet hands in the middle as you repulse the monkey. Center, glance at the back hand that's higher, open. Bring it to the ear, turn your head and neck. Meet in the center, pull back, push forward. T-stance, parallel and higher, all together. Set it up correctly. Multi, turn the hips and waist, brush knee, 1. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, set it up correctly on a T-stance. Multi, turn the hips and waist, brush knee, 2. Sit back, sit down, pivot, root down, form your ball on a T, out on an L, bottom hand advances to go up the horse's mane. Sit back, sit down, pivot, root down, form your ball, out on an L, bottom hand advances to go up the horse's mane. Cloud hands. Flip the forward hand so you no longer see the palm. Join it with the back hand where you can see your palm. Sit back, sit down. 3 o'clock. Pivot. 12 o'clock. Stem cup. Pivot with your left foot to come out to the 9 o'clock. 2 things happen. Flip the hands, join the feet. 12 o'clock. Stem cup. 3 o'clock, flip the hands, open the feet, middle cup at 12. 9 o'clock, only flip the hands. 12 o'clock, stem cup. 3 o'clock, 2 things happen. Flip the hands, close the feet. 9 o'clock, stem cup. 9 o'clock, 2 things happen. 12 o'clock, stem cup. We're getting out of cloud hands, so at 3 o'clock, only flip the hands. At 12 o'clock, shift your weight to the left and come up, golden cockerel. Come down, shift weight to the right, up, golden cockerel. Shift weight to the left, gather your energy, center your energy, come up, kick, right. Down, shift weight to the right, center the energy, follow the kick with your left hand, left foot. Down, holding your ball, right hand on the bottom on a T-stance. We're going to ward off. Take an L, forearm your opponent, bottom hand advances, give you your space, turn the hips and waist, reposition the hands, sit down, sit back, turn at the hips and waist to look back, contact, turn at the hips and waist, center of the body, push that energy out, separate it, roll back and sit down, come up, and then lunge forward. Sit down, sit back, twist step, T-stance with the ball, out on an L, ward off your opponent, set that space and pause. Turn the hips and waist, reposition the hands, bring down the bird's tail, turn at the hips and waist, contact, turn at the hips and waist, center of the body, push out the energy, separate it, roll back and sit down, come up, lunge forward, sit back, sit down, twist, open twist, in twist, embrace the tiger, then close your feet, bring up the tiger, rotate at your wrists, bring him closer to your chest, push him out, separate the energy, drop your shoulders, flex your knees, let gravity take care of you as you now lift the left heel, then your toe off the ground, and close your form. Commencing form, shift weight, open, rotate, deep breath, reverse, tuck the elbows, flex the knees, hold your ball on a T stance, out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold your ball, out with your heel, round the crotch, part the wild horse's mane, 2. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold your ball, heel out, round the crotch, part the wild horse's final. Half step forward, hold your ball, spin the ball as you watch the advancing right hand on the toe, lift it up, get the parameters to slice through your shoulder. Drop your front foot, tuck the elbow, bisect, swirl back and look at the back, lift up the front, magic begins. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, set it up correctly, magic begins. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, set it up correctly, turn the hips and waist. There you have it. Half step forward, sit back, rock the front, lay your lute on your heel, weight on the back, center the left, higher on the right, lead with your toe, pulse of the monkey, 1. Center, higher, glance, lead with the toe, stretch out, heel, pivot, 3. Center, higher, glance, lead with the toe, down, repulse, 3. Center, higher, glance, lift, modify, meet, slide. Hold your ball on a T-stance, out and to the side, ward off, set that space. Turn the hips and waist, reposition the hands, sit down, sit back, turn at the hips and waist, look back, contact on the hips and waist, center push out, separate, then roll back and sit down. Come up, lunge forward, other side, twist, root down, T, center, L, ward off to a certain extent, turn hips and waist, reposition hand, sit down, sit back, turn at the hips and waist to look back, turn again, push out, separate, roll back, sit down, come up, lunge forward, sit back, sit down, twist, cup, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, shift weight, hook, out, single whip. Sit back, sit down, twist, cloud hands. Can't be clouds unless your hips and waist are engaged. T, look at the hook, across face L, single whip. Half step, sit back, rock the front, lift up, high pad on the horse, cross, step to the left heel, gather energy, center it, come in, follow with your right, in, L stance, heel, double punches, ears, curl, sit back, pivot all the way around, left foot, left hand up, kick out, left, in, toe, look, down, halfway, veer to the left, set, swing up, golden cockerel, toe, spin, look, stretch, down, halfway, veer to the right, sweat, stretch, swing up, golden cockerel, heel, ball, rotate, then turn hips and waist, shuttle right, sit back, twist out slightly, hold ball, spin ball, Turn hips and waist, shuttle left. Half step to the back, cross the hips and waist, set up the right hand, point the left toe down. Up, 1, 2, foot, stretch, out. Sit back, sit down, pivot. One sweep up, deflect, parry, punch, touch, sit back, sit down, pivot up and out. Twist, open, in, embrace, shift weight, rotate up, in, out, drop shoulders, flex knees, tuck elbows as we now close our form. Energy, come in, serpent, down, to the left, up, down, towards your right, up, shift weight, L, ball, L, spin, push, sit back, out, ball, L, set it up, magic. That half step to the back, cross the hips and waist, down to the bottom of the seat. One hand, two hands, foot, start in the middle, stretch that knee out, flash arms. Sit back, twist, fist, high, spin out, deflect, come in, then parry, then punch. Touch, sit back, spiral up, then forward. Nice closing, twist, open, in, embrace first, then close, come up, in, then out. Really show me how you drop your shoulders, flex your knees, hands go for the right, as you now close your form, okay? Coming forward now, okay? Coming forward, first starting with two Tai Chi walk. Good Tai Chi posture, pivot out, shift your weight, heel out, round the crotch, distribute the energy down. Sit back, sit down, walk in that zigzag direction, shift your weight, L's, bow the legs, bow stance. Getting ready to hold your ball, sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold your ball, out on an L, part the wild horse's mane, we're doing the 16. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold your ball, out on an L, second and final parting of the wild horse's mane. Half step forward, hold your ball. As you spin your ball, watch that advancing left hand go up on your toe, white crane, make sure you have your parameters. Baby finger slicing through the edge of your right shoulder. Drop your front foot, tuck that elbow in as you bisect. Swirl back, look at your left hand, lift up the left foot, place it down, brush knee. Hardly any hand motion. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, set it up correctly, multi. Turn the hips and waist, brush knee. Sit back, sit down, pivot out. High fist up, deflect, bring it in, parry, then punch. Touch, open fingers, roll back, sit down, come up, come forward. Pivot on the back, pivot on the front, hook and T across the face, out, turn the wrist, single whip. Half step forward, swirl, rock, play your lute. Center, don't advance your head too fast, open, lift up, lead with the toe, repulse of the monkey. 1. Center, then glance, lead with the toe, and final of the repulse, the monkey. Pivot the front, pirouette the back, kick out with the right heel, reposition your ball, out, turn the hips and waist, maiden on her left. Sit back, sit down, pivot in, hold ball, pivot out, set it up, magic begins. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, set the left hand up as you needle it to the bottom of the seat. One hand, join it by the second hand, then your foot, start in the middle, advance, flash, arms. Sit back, sit down, pivot, cup, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, ball, T, out L, ward off. Establish that space, turn the hips and waist, reposition the hands, turn at the hips and waist to look back, turn again to separate the energy and roll back and sit down. Come up and then forward. Sit down, sit back, twist, ball on a T, out on an L, round the crotch, ward off. Turn the hips and waist, reposition, turn at the hips and waist, turn at the hips and waist, roll back, sit down, spiral up, then forward. Nice closing, sit back, sit down, pivot, pivot out, pivot in, embrace, then close, then rotate, come up, come in, go out, separate, drop your shoulders, make yourself small, flex your knees as you now close your forearm. Okay, going to the left on a young 16, okay? Try to pick up something that is new or different or an improvement, okay? Here we go. Commencing form. Open. Rotate. Deep breath. Tuck those elbows, then drop down. Form your ball. Round the crotch. 1. Sit back. Shift weight. 2. Half step. Watch the left hand as it advances all the way, then turn to the forward position, white crane. Drop front, tuck elbow, bisect. Swirl back, left, lift up front, brush knee 1. Sit back, zigzag, set it up correctly, multi, magic of brush your knee. Sit back, twist out, fist up, down, heel deflect. Bring it in, then parry, then advance, punch, touch, open, roll back, sit down, come up, lunge forward. Pivot on the back, pivot on the front, hook, shift the weight T, out across the face, L, single whip. Half step swirl, swirl, shift toe, play your lute. Center, then glance, open, lift, lead with the toe, repulse, 1. Center, then look, lead with the toe, repulse, final, Pivot the front, pirouette the back. Kick out, correct that ball. L, then turn hips, shuttle left. Sit back, twist in, hold ball. L, turn the ball, turn the hip, shuttle right. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, down to the bottom of the C. One hand, two hands, foot, extend the knee, flash arms. Sink those shoulders, sit back, twist, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, shift weight, reposition, T and ball, out L, establish that space, turn the hips and waist, hands go for the ride. Use your hips and waist, use your hips and waist, separate the energy and roll back and sit down. Come up, lunge forward, sit back, twist, form your ball, T, out L, give me my space, pause, turn hips and waist, reposition, sit down, sit back, use your hips and waist. Now, sit back, sit down, come up, forward. Twist, open twist, in twist, embrace first, up, in, out, separate, drop shoulders, tuck elbows as you now close your forearm. Okay, easy does it, 24. Okay, so keep our standards high. Try to incorporate something different, something new. Begin. Commencing form. Rotate. Deep breath. Tuck the elbows. Make yourself small. Hold your ball. One, part the wild horse's mane. Don't forget to bowl the stance, bowl the legs. Bowl the legs. Sit back. Twist out, walk in that direction, shift your weight, bowl the legs. 3. Half step. Sit back, watch that right advancing as you're on your toe. Lift it off, set it down. Definitely white crane. Pause, drop front, tuck the elbow and bicep. Swirl back, look back, lift up, place it down, magic after you set it up correctly. Sit back, twist, set it up correctly. Multi, magic of brush knee. One more time to try it. Sit back, twist, set it up correctly. Multi, use your hips and waist to have magic. Half step, sit back, steer that wheel onto the toe, onto the heel. Set it up correctly, then look, then lead with the toe. Set it up correctly, then look, lead with the toe, repulse, 2. Set it up correctly, then look, lead with the toe, and repulse 3. Set it up correctly, lead with the toe, modify, final. Hold your ball in T-stance. Set it up correctly. Turn the hips and waist. Magic of using your core. Energy flows smoothly if you do things that are validated. Twist, center, T, out. Set up your space. Turn hips and waist, reposition, set it up correctly. Set it up correctly. Sit down. Set it up correctly. Sit back. Twist, cup, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, hook, lift your weight, T, out across the face. Turn the wrists, single whip. Sit back. Twist, cup, cloud hands. Use your hips and waist. Float like clouds. Do not force your hand. 2. And 3. Watch that hook and form your T across the face. Second single whip. Half step. Sit back, rock the front, lift it up as you pat your hips. Cross, step out with your left heel towards your left. Gather and center, tuck, and out and in. L stance, tuck those elbows in. Finish it up with a curl. Sit back, open. Center, left hand, left foot. Follow, in, toe, sit down. Veer to the left. Up, golden cockerel. Toe, spin, set it up. Split, sit. Veer to the right, up, golden cockerel, L, ball, L, set it up, magic of turning your hips and waist. Sit back, slightly out, ball, out, set it up correctly, magic of shuttling. Half step to the back, point out, go down, come up, join it with the hand and the foot, stretch the knee out, flash arms, only using your core. Sit back, twist, fist, high and low on your toe, deflect out, bring it in, parry, then punch. Touch. Roll back, spiral up, out. Nicely twist, open, in, embrace, then close, rotate, in, out, separate, drop your shoulders, tuck the elbows, flex the knee, as you close. Okay, let's wind down with 10 form. Here we go. Make it even better. Stretch out that spine. Commencing form. Shift weight. Open. 50-50 rotate. Deep breath. Tuck the elbows. Drop the shoulder, flex the knee. Center, then look. Multi. Repulse 1. Center, then look, set it up, use your core, use your mind, repulse 2. Set it up correctly, multi, magic of your hips and waist, turning. Sit back, sit down, pivot, set it up correctly, multi, magic of turning your hips and waist. Sit back, sit down, pivot, Hold your ball on a T stance. Take an L to part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down, pivot, center ball on a T, bring it in. Out L, bow the legs, part 2. Flip the hand, join it. Use your hips and waist to get out to the 9, to the 12, to the 3, 12, to the 9, 12, to the 3, 12, 9. Shift weight. Spiral. Tuck the elbow. Spiral out. Shift weight, center. Spiral out. Good Tai Chi posture, turn hips and waist once you've established that space. Float, but yet don't zone out too much. Make it beautiful. Make it relaxing. Make it appealing. Make it enticing. Twist, open, in, do not stop, embrace first, then shift weight up, in, out. Tuck, shift, close. Okay, 16. Commencing form. Tuck, gravity, root down. 1, 2, half step. Watch that advancing left hand all the way up, then look straight ahead as you white crane. Drop and tuck, bisect, swirl back, set it up. Multi, magic. Walk in that zigzag direction, set it up. Multi, magic. As if you're doing another fist, shift weight, heel, deflect. Bring it into parry, then punch. Touch, roll back, sit down, come up, lunge forward. Twist, twist, hook, shift weight, T, out across, L. Swirl, swirl, shift weight, rock front, play your root. Drop your front foot, center, then look, lift, feet with your toe, spin on that axle, repulse 1. Center, then look, up, spin, final. Pivot front, pirouette back, spin out, heel, hold ball. L stance, set it up, Magic of turning hips and waist. Sit back, twist in, hold ball, L, set it up correctly, turn hips and waist, magic. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, set up the left hand, go down. Then come up, join it with the second hand, then your foot, start in the middle, stretch that knee, flash arms only as much as your core gives you. Sit back, sit down, 12 o'clock pivot, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, two things happen. 12 o'clock, two things happen, 9, 12, 3, T, ball, out, space, turn, reposition, magic, set it up, magic, separate, sit back, sit down, come up and forward, twist, forward off, turn, reposition, use your hips and waist, roll back, sit down, come up, lunge forward, make it nice, twist, open, in, embrace, then close, then rotate, then in, then out, then drop shoulders, flex knees, tuck elbows, gravity closes your form. Okay, ending with the 10 form. Begin, commencing form. Open, rotate, deep breath. Tuck the elbows, drop shoulders, flex knees. Set it up correctly. Then look, then move. Pulse 1. Set it up, then look, then watch. And 2. Set it up correctly, magic of your hips and waist. Sit back, twist, set it up correctly, magic of the hips and waist. Don't forget to bow the legs to part the wild horse's mane. Don't forget to what? Bow the leg. Cloud hands, hips and waist. Are they still working? Make it smooth like the music. Shift weight, spiral up higher, then down. Spiral higher, start earlier. Gather energy on a semicircle. Tuck the elbows. Follow. Tuck the elbows. Center that energy. Make it exact but beautiful. twist, open, make it continuous, in, embrace, then shift, then rotate, bring it in, out. How does gravity help you?